Your design is too simple. Try and make it pop and fill up that blank space. Now, does that sound familiar to you coming from a client?
You might have listened intently to my videos and other great graphic design channels on YouTube, and you likely have learned things about white space, hierarchy, typography, and all of that good stuff. But when it comes to actually applying these rules and principles in a client project, they might say the design is too simple or to fill up the blank space, quote unquote. I've got some proven methods coming right up that will help with this very problem.
And sponsoring today's video is a long-term friend of this channel, top-level domain name .design. To learn more about how you can actually gain clients through your portfolio, stick around until the very end of today's video.
So firstly, and likely one of the most powerful methods in today's video, is to put your design concept side by side with the client's idea.
Clients will often say things or demand things that don't make sense to us graphic designers because they haven't got a creative mind, which means they cannot visually comprehend a design. Now, I do get it because I've had it in the past where a client really has, their mind set on a specific design or concept, and I know it won't work at all. So the first thing you need to do is you need to make your concept, your design, and make sure it is awesome.
All of the things I talk about, such as thinking about the target audience and everything else, do it all on this design. Then take their design idea and make that as well. If you are a competent designer who has an eye for design, then your design sat next to their concept will more than likely look 10 times better. That is the first step in this method. Secondly, don't just send them this comparison and hope for the best. No. Explain every decision and why it works. For example, let's say you're designing a brochure and the client wants every single bit of white space filled up on a double-page spread. They might have complained that there is too much space on the design. Your design will have a good amount of white space, macro and also micro. Explain to the client that having free space allows a viewer to easily navigate the design, and it helps them grasp the information faster and more efficiently.
But sometimes when the client will see your design against their own, that isn't going to be enough to, bring them around to your point of view or your frame of mind. And for these more stubborn clients, we do have more methods at our disposal.
Try throwing in facts, like how a viewer might stay on a design for X amount of seconds longer when they have a pleasant reading experience. You want to find every fault in their design and show how your design actually fixes these problems. That's the first and second steps in this method. Now it's time for the knockout blow with the third step in the process. What the client really cares about is their business and revenue that it brings them. So you need to explain how your design is better than their idea or just a great standalone design because of how it's going to benefit them financially. Let's move back to that brochure design. If the reader of the design is turned off because the design is too cramped and it's difficult for them to easily read through it, then the brochure is going to clinch less customers and less sales. Having a more simplified and more streamlined design ensures the reader will breeze through the content easily and get triggered by the call to actions that will capture their attention.
Money does talk, and as they say, money does make the world go around. And so if you can demonstrate why your design benefits them financially, you're probably onto a winner.
This three-step process will work a lot of the time. However, sometimes it won't work. There are, of course, clients out there who are so stubborn that nothing can change their minds. For these kind of clients, we have an ace up our sleeves. That is the contract and deposit. I've mentioned this so many times because it is so important. Make sure you receive a deposit up front, either 25%, 50%, or in some situations even the full amount. Get paid before you start any work. Also, work with a contract so you never end up working for free and don't have to give back the deposit. You don't have to be a doormat and bow down to every decision or input your client has, because 9 times out of 10, they won't have a clue what they're talking about. They might want to have an orange logo because they love the color orange, or maybe their son or daughter suggested it's a great color to them one morning. Make your voice heard, but in a tactful manner, coming from an educated experience. So hopefully this helps you with that problem when a client says that the design is too simple or that you need to fill every single bit of space. You have to bring them around to showing them why your design is more functional, more beneficial, and more impacting to their business.
Now, to gain clients as a designer, it's obviously wise to have a functional portfolio website, and of course every website needs a domain name. For aspiring and established design freelancers, agencies, and design-driven brands, .design is the domain name that matches exactly what you do as a career choice. .design is the premier domain extension for professional and aspiring designers. It's already used by many of the world's leading brands such as Spotify, Slack, Airbnb, Adobe, and Amazon, as well as design departments and design studios. This makes it the go-to domain choice for global design communities. Unlike .com or .net, .design is more relevant and resonates with your audience in a far deeper way. Also, the .design domain does look pretty cool on business cards and resumes as well. It is also one of the first things that clients are going to see, and that's a great way to show some uniqueness and to tell them what you're all about. So simply click my custom link in the description box below to learn more about the .design domain name and grab your perfect .design domain name today.
But if you want to become a better designer and learn more about graphic design content, just click video on screen. And until next time guys, design your future today. Peace.